Y'all ready? I'm ready. You know what? I just thought of something. It's about Thanksgiving and a lot of people are all alone. And you go to the store, you buy all, what you want to eat and everything, but you might get hungry. And you might be craving a biscuit. I'm going to show you how I make biscuits. And the way I make them, I make teeny tiny, itsy weensy little biscuits. About that big around, you see. And they don't take any time at all. Most people make a big old batch of biscuits. And then they got biscuits, they're going to throw them away. We're going to do a different way. I've got 1 cup of all-purpose flour. Okay? And you only use a half a teaspoon of each of these. A baking powder, get you some. It's good when you don't have all-purpose flour. And all-purpose is always good to have if you've got baking powder. So what we gonna do, excuse me, we're gonna put in half a teaspoon of that. Put that lid back up on there. Y'all like my camera situation tonight? We also, hey everybody, we making itsy bitsy teensy weensy buttery biscuits. And we're gonna do a half a teaspoon of salt. You don't wanna go over that. So I'm doing them over the sink here, like that. Well, put that in there like that. So you got a cup of all-purpose flour. You got a half a teaspoon of baking powder, not soda. Y'all remember my soda bag. You also gonna do a half a teaspoon of sugar. Now, if you like sweet biscuits, which I kind of do, you can put a little bit more, which I am. Just a tad, not too much. See there? Another half a teaspoon. Oh, Lord, I knew I forgot something. I forgot the butter. Shoot. Well, let me go get the butter out the refrigerator because you want to use your butter cold. And I got my cutting board right here. So you're going to whisk this together like this any old way. All right. Whisk it good now. You want to get that baking powder and that sugar and that salt good to go. And I'm using a clear bowl. You can use any old kind of bowl you want. That's good and whisked up. Now let me go get my butter. Hold on a minute. Y'all might get to see my Revco knife. So, you're going to use 4 tablespoons of butter. And yes, I'm going to use a salted one. Let me get my Revco knife out. There it is. My Revco knife. Y'all, that's the best knife I ever had. All right, so we're going to do 4 tablespoons. I got the... Oh, know where the thing is on there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut that right there. Right there. We're going to cut that just like that. And this is the way I do it. Now look here. My hands are clean. We're just going to chip it in there like this. Oh, and move this. You got to work fast because that butter. Just do it like this in there. All in there. I'll show you. Oh my goodness, it's going to start slipping and sliding. I'm going to have to get my hot water going, y'all. And never cut towards yourself. If you don't know what you're doing, go ahead and cut it on a chopping block and then put it in here. But you see how I'm doing this? I got them too big, I ain't going to lie. They need to be, you should shave them and get little tiny pieces. But this will work. You'll see how to do it. And you'll be able to do it. And you'll end up with just enough biscuits for yourself that'll last two days, because I don't like no biscuit after that next day. Y'all, let me run my hot water and get this off my hand. I'm running my hot water. Good evening, everybody. Looks like we're going to have some rain for tomorrow. So I hope everybody did go to the store. That water ain't hot yet, y'all. Here it goes. I hope y'all got everything you needed for tomorrow. If you're cooking. If you're not cooking, then you'll find something to eat, I'm sure. All right, let me get my one right here. Always have you a nice towel that will absorb water immediately, and these big thick towels do work really well. Also preheat your oven to 425. Okay, so I'm preheating my oven to 425. Hold on, let me find it. And no, I'm not going to do 450 with my oven just cause. Now this is what you do. You got one of these. This is what you're going to use. Y'all can see that. We're going to do this. We're going to get that butter going in there like this. You might need to bang it up. You're going to get that butter until it's like grits maybe. I'll show you. And you got to use your finger here and there. But you have to use, you can't use warm butter. You got to use cold because that's how it does. You want to hurry it up. Oh, Lord, I know I didn't put I put my butter way back over there. I mean, excuse me, my flour way back over there, and I got to get it out. It's starting to do. It is starting to do. We making itty bitty teensy weensy biscuits, y'all. And you gonna make a mess. So just be prepared to clean. All right, that's looking kind of like it's almost ready. And you can't work this now if you got a hot house like me. We got to work quick. Work quickly. Here we go. My aunt, you on there? You want a biscuit? Don't call me. Don't call me. My phone, I'm using my phone. When I'm finished, you call me. I bring you a biscuit. All right. Now that's almost done. See how this is doing? I'm showing y'all how to make a biscuit, and it's so easy. It's just these ingredients. It's a cup, 1 cup of flour, 1/2 teaspoon baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon sugar, 1/2 teaspoon salt. That's it, and milk. But you got to use cold butter. All right. Let me see. Yeah, boy, that is beautiful. I know how to do it. I know how to do it. It don't take no time at all to do this, y'all. You have the right tools, you'll do real well. And I'm going to tell you one thing about these things right here. This one is rounded. Y'all see that? Some of them are not rounded. They're like, they like a blade. Don't do that because this is going to roll around it and come off. All right, so now we got that in there, and I'm going to show you how this looks. Put my butter over here like that. Ooh, Lord, you know what? I forgot to put on an apron. But y'all see how that is? It's like cornmeal. Y'all can see in that bowl, I know. It's like that. So now what you're going to do, use a little bit of milk. So what I do is I go ahead and get this because I'm going to drink the rest. You're going to make you a well. A little hole, not to the bottom, and you're going to pour, this is going to pour all over the place because it's in a glass. So we're going to do it like this. You're going to pour a little bit of milk. Well, it didn't go in the middle. Oh, well. Just a little bit like that. And you're going to start working it until you get a dough. And you only going to use maybe at the most a 1/2 cup. This is working fine. I'm not using 2 hands. And I need to use 2 hands. Because I maybe need to push that phone. See right there. A little bit more milk. And then we go. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. I'm making a mess. All right, I got to use 2 hands, but you want to know what I got to do before I use 2 hands? When you're making biscuits, you got to have extra flour, and you got to work kind of quickly as well if you're using, not unless you're in an ice cold house or you outside. Let me go get my flour thing over here. Hold on a minute. We're going to put that there. Hold on, just hold on. Get my flour and... Like I said again, if you don't have one of these, get you one of these. So we're going to put that right over here. And get see, I have a cutting board, y'all. Y'all see it? Yeah, I know I got a cutting board. I just don't like using it because it's a real big mess. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some flour, just a little bit like that. And we're going to flour that cutting board like this. And now I can use 2 hands. And I got a good dough going. Just like that. See that? That's all the biscuit we gonna make. That's a handful. That's a big handful. So that's really 2 servings. Because you know I judge by my fist. We're gonna plop them down like that. Get a little flour on that side. Get a little flour on that side. And then you're gonna just... Let me move that out the way. We're gonna roll that dough. Roll them. Like this. And... yeah, I'm gonna stick my hand in my flour with this, but I know how to do it so there's nothing gonna get in it. And I'm gonna do like that. There we go. And you do not want to work this dough. Don't keep rolling and all like that. You're gonna have you a mess. Let me get some of this off my hands before I start because it's still wet with that milk. Get me a little bit more flour on my hand and go like this. And here we go. See how I got that going? And you want to know how I'm gonna roll this? I do have rolling pins. But I want to make tiny ones, and I don't feel like cleaning a rolling pin, so we got that going just like that. All right. You want to see my rolling pin? There it is. I use a glass. And we're going to just get some flour on it like that. And you're just going to roll, 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 roll. If it sticks a little, you just take some flour and go like that. It's going to be so good. And you can see the butter chunks up in there. And if you could, ooh, you could make you some special butter. Now, that's all I did, just like that. It's only about that thick. Now, watch this. We're going to go just like this. See, I floured that. We're going to go, like that. I got me a biscuit. And look in that. I got my pan right there. We're going to start putting them on the pan. Just a tiny little itty bitty biscuit like that. You ain't going to have too many. And when I finished with this with y'all, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fry me a tiny little sausage patty. And that's how we're going to do it. I could have stood to use a smaller pan because I'm not making that many biscuits, but the pan it's got grease in it because I ain't cleaned it yet. You can let that thing sit. And then look here. And then if you have children, you can make designs out your biscuit if you want to. And this, like I said, you don't want to over roll it. So I'm going to remember which ones these right here, these won't come out as good, I'm sure. But no, they might, because they still got a little flour going on them. All right, so that's how you do a biscuit. And they'll be ready in about 12 minutes. That's it. That's it. Like that. Ooh, Lord, y'all see that puff? That's it. If you don't have a cookie cutter, you just use your glass. And that's all we do. And you know what I'm going to do here? We're going to see how that comes out like that. Just like that. And that's how you do a itsy bitsy teeny weeny itty bitty buttery biscuit for your own self. So you're going to have, you could eat 3 at one time. That's one serving. They're not going to make you fat because you're not eating a whole lot. That's not a whole lot. That's not those big grand biscuits like everybody else makes. I'm going to have to touch, you know what, I ain't going to touch my phone. I'm going to rinse my hands off before I touch my phone. And give you a little bit more Charleston history really quickly. Like I told y'all, the first settlement was actually where Charlestown Landing is. Well, they moved to the peninsula in 1680. And the town plan, because we were founded by the English, was to lay all streets straight. And we have a continuous southwesterly breeze. So guess what? All streets run from the north to the south and from the east to the west. Yes, sirree. And all interstates, if you go on, you want to get lost, you can't get lost if you can remember this. Interstates running east to west are always going to be an even number. Like I-26, Interstate 26 runs east to west. I-95 is north to south. See, all lower numbers downtown, if you get lost, you know the lowest number is going to be south. And also the lowest number is going to be east. I had to think about that one for a second. But yeah, all streets run north, south, east, west. That way you get a square for a block, and you can face your home south or west, depending on what street you own, to catch that southwesterly breeze. Ghosts like breezes, too, because they are a big breeze. Let me check this oven. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. No, I got a few minutes. I got a few minutes for it to get to 425. I do not want this butter to start going warm, so I'm going to put this in the refrigerator. Just like that. All right. So it's in the refrigerator just for a second, and you see this milk? It's late at night, and a lot of my friends, they go, oh God, I just can't sleep. It really does work if you warm milk, not hot, but just a little less than room temperature. For some reason, it'll really make you sleepy. Now, you know what I can't find? It is. Looking for the lid. You hear that? Ooh. Ghost, I summon you. All right, y'all. So I hope y'all have a good evening. And I'm going to make me a sausage biscuit. And clean this mess. It's not that bad of a mess. But I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'm trying to do short, quick ones. All right, y'all. God bless you, and I love you. And I got y'all way up under my counter, too. Ooh, Lord.